there be a storm going on outside. And what better time than to record my videos? Anywho, yeah, there is a bit of rain going on out there, but I have a lot of time to work towards, so we will work on that.
I smell soggy.
She says Chocola is closed. All right, let's go.
Okay, so to explain something, this will be the entirety of the Sonic, Team Rose playthrough. The rest of it, anyway. This is basically the second half of it. Now, I know some people don't like the speed up, but what you gonna do? Anywho, so here we are in Rail Canyon, and this stage, I mean, like all the stages in Team Rose, is ridiculously short compared to the other, team's counterparts. I mean, you think maybe, oh, okay, it's gonna last for a while, but before you know it, it's over. And this is a fun stage. Like, the rails, I mean, basically, the Rail Canyon is literally 100% rails in Team Rose. There's not even platforms, I don't think, except for a couple things. And I almost failed here a couple times, but, that's the end of Rail Canyon. Woohoo. Now, you may notice throughout this playthrough that I get a bunch of keys, and there are no special stages. Bit of explanation on that. 1. The special stages for the, levels, like the non-Chaos Emerald ones, I didn't include. Now, I did actually win one of them and got 2 1-ups from it, but it was just unnecessary to include because it was just, another special stage for nothing important. Now, special stage-wise for actual Chaos Emeralds, I did actually get 2 Chaos Emeralds, but they were Chaos Emeralds I already had. So I decided not to include them because, I mean, I could have gotten other Chaos Emeralds. There was one more Chaos Emerald I could have gotten, but I failed to get it. I mean, well. And, that happens for every stage. I think there was actually one thing for every single stage. We had 1 Chaos Emerald, so, meh. And we actually get a pretty decent rank in each thing. We get A or B, except for Final Fortress.
Something weird in there. Jeez, you'll be reunited with Chocola very soon.
Froggy too?
Let's get him before Sonic does. Then he'll be head over heels for me.
Ready all cannons! Open fire!
I love that line. Froggy too? Oh, I could never do Big's voice justice. This boss is actually pathetically easy, right? But I had trouble beating this guy. Okay, so, I mean, obviously, I didn't actually have trouble, but, I mean, I died to him twice on the last part, like this part here, and he only had, 3 health left on both times before I eventually killed him. I don't know what happened. Like, I hit him, and then, I'd fly off the side of something like that. I don't know how the hell that happened, but, meh. And a B rank, of course. Yay.
Froggy, where are you? Let's go home.
Cheese, what's wrong? Yes, a chow nappy. But why? I'm not really sure, but betcha Dr. Eggman has something to do with it, and we're not gonna let him get away with it. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, unlike the Team Sonic storyline, Team Rose is the one you're expected to play as first, and doesn't reveal Metal Sonic to you, except for the very, very end. And not really reveals him, but more shows the grey puddle. Here, you don't even get to see it. It's kinda silly giving us a choice of options when you quite clearly had a line in mind. And if the line's meant to go Team Rose, Sonic, Dark, and then Team Chaotix, it's quite obviously meant to be that kind of line. I don't know why they made us choose. I guess that was just to keep the Sonic Adventure kind of formula. And by the way, that was the end of Frog Forest. Yeah, these levels are... Hey, look at the guy in the frog background. Yep. I was going to mention about that frog in the background because he's a bit hyperactive. Of course, in the speed up mode, the frogs look like they're bloody going absolutely crazy. I mean, you know, I wish these stages were longer for Team Rose because obviously, I mean, I don't want to have to speed up the footage, right? But like the thing is that, you know, we would be here all day if I didn't speed up the footage. We'd be going for like several stages. Like imagine one stage like for like, I don't know, a week. Like the team Sonic Bird playthrough would literally take I don't know how long. I mean, I don't know why other Let's Players do that, but that's up to them, and what I do is they do, and what they do is I do. I don't know. They choose to do what they want. I actually went back here for the key. Completely pointless. I thought I didn't have the key for this section, but apparently I did. Oh well. And that's the end of the stage. You know, I always wondered if you could get past the Team Rose sections, like, you know, the ends of Team Rose with, like, you know, and continue on with.
Excuse me, miss. I was wondering if I could ask you something.
If it's about a date, it'll have to wait.
Date? You think this is a joke, you little brat?
Now hand over that chow nice and easy.
I bet you're the ones who took Chocolate Chow.
What?
It's not nice to tease my friends.
Yeah, time to rock and roll!
So, before I was interrupted by that very well-timed cutscene, I was trying to say... Oh, that was the end of the thing. I forgot how ridiculously short that was. There's no cutscene, so...
I think we're lost.
This place is creepy! Come on, you guys! Don't you want to find Chocola and Froggy? We can do this!
I've gotta get tough for all of us.
That noise Big made is not exactly... Okay, anyway, as I was saying, you know, I wish I could get past, like, the end of the stages for Team Rose, because, like, in Sonic Heroes, they actually include the whole of the stage. They just, you know, lock off parts from different team members. And I think it'd be really interesting to try and, like, break the game and get past the Team, like, Rose sections with them. And while you can literally skip, like, 90% of this stage that they have here, it's... Because you can literally jump off the edge and just fly all the way down to their end, making Hang Castle one of the shortest Team Rose stages, I think, in the game. Mystic Mansion is not the same, however, because it's very linear. It's kind of much harder to, you know, cheat, per se. And it's hardly cheating if you're not actually breaking the game's rules. It allows me to do it, so I'm allowed to do it. Exploitation, they might call it. Oh, and of course, in this case, remember when I said these giant robot guys, you know, I try my best to avoid them in the Team Sonic playthrough. Well, here's the thing. In here, it is actually very possible to avoid every single one of them. I don't think you even need to fight a single one of them, except for, I think, one in the fight against Robotnik at the after this, which there will be a cutscene for, and I'm going to remember, because there's going to be a cutscene right up now.
Mustache Monkey, you took Chocola and Froggy, didn't you?
What if I did, then what?
Please return Chocola! You're gonna die!
Give back Froggy! Get them!
Eggman, just giving literally no shits. He just lays back in his chair just like, so what if I did take them? Then what? Oh, I love his character. But then again, when you think about it, is it really him? Nah, that's for the future then. And like everything else in Team Rose, this boss becomes pathetically easy because of the fact that once you get level 3 with Cream, you can just obliterate this blast out of absolutely everything here. And this is literally the end. That's it, that's all you have to do. 2 things. My god, these guys are easy to deal with. Oh, and a cutscene, by the way, from Egg Fleet. Find Eggman's fleet.
You fools must all have a death wish. Witness this invincible battleship built by the hands of a genius.
And that is that. We are now on to the final section of Team Rose storyline. And that quickly, really. I mean, you'd think maybe it'd be a bit longer than this, but no. Obviously, they've designed Team Rose to be much shorter because it's meant to be the first team you play as. And to be fair, from Team Rose, like, if you decide to play Team Sonic first, Team Rose will take you, like, 2 minutes to beat. That's how, like, you know, easy it is compared to Team Sonic. And, of course, I think this is actually the longest stage, relatively speaking, in Team Rose, because you've got to go all the way to the first battleship, and they only did that because, you know, it seems like a logical place to end it, and because of that, it's like the longest stage, because there's a lot to go through. But here's the battleship now, and we're just at the end, because we don't even have to do the Rocket Excel, which is like, this is the one time you ever need to use it, and you don't even have to use it as this team. You just basically get to the gate of where you're meant to use Rocket Excel. But there's this weird section here, which is weirdly difficult for Team Rose, just randomly out of nowhere. They make it really darn difficult here. As Team Sonic could just jump all over that. But nope. Anywho, that ends the stage. And there we go. And then we move on to Final Fortress, where I have a funny story to tell you. I really wanted to get the last, the key, right? So I could, you know, beat the last special stage as Team Rose, as to not, you know, waste my time in later. Because I want to try and get all Chaos Emeralds before completing all 4 stories. But I got a key. I then later lost that key, and then went back for another key. However, I tried going all the way back, backtracking for about 7 minutes so I could find a key, when I didn't realize right down here, when I smashed down behind me, there was a key. And I could have just gone back and got that key. And the best thing is, I didn't even get the Chaos Emerald in the end. So I ended up giving myself an E rank for literally nothing. As you can notice, the time now has jumped to 9 minutes. That's literally how long I spent. Oh, and they don't even give you any fun in this stage. There's no lasers either. And this is the end of the stage now. That's it. That's all you do. The stage is ridiculously short. Way to ruin a final stage. And an E rank. And now we face the final confrontation.
Dr. Eggman!
Froggy, where are you?
It's your fault that Sonic and I aren't together! You're going to regret this for the rest of your life!
Enough of this! Aim, creep, big! Time to meet your maker! I'll show you what real evil is!
Oh, hey! Let's give it up!
To be fair, out of all the storylines, right, this feels the least justified. Amy's reasoning for attacking Eggman here is because she believes that Eggman is the one that, you know, makes it responsible for them not being together, which of course makes no sense. And 2, Eggman is acting like they're not even there. Like, he says their names and everything, but it's like they're not even there. He doesn't, like, it's just like, enough of this, Amy, Cream, Big, time to meet your maker. But like, unlike Sonic and Tails and Knuckles, like, where there was like actual confrontation going on, there is absolutely no reason why this boss battle should happen. But still, it's, you know, this formula of this game has the exact same levels for every single stage and same bosses, so can't complain about what they were going to do, because if it fits out for most storylines, they're not going to change it for one storyline. And that ends Egg Emperor. And now we move on to the final cutscene of the game. So I shall meet you at the credits.
Froggy!
Chaos data has been copied.
I'm so glad for you, Cheese! Hey! Isn't that Mr. Sonic over there? Aha! I got you, Sonic!
And that ends Team Rose's storyline. What a magical, boring adventure. With levels so easy, I think I could have done it in my sleep. Hell, I could have done it in my sleep, considering that, you know, you didn't see me actually play the thing, only record it now. Anywho, next time we'll be moving on to Team Dark, the considerably harder and better storyline. And then after that, we'll move on to Team Chaotix, but that's, you know, for later. So, with that done, we have 2 more storylines. This is the halfway point of the game, really. I mean, maybe not, considering that this Team Rose is basically like a 0.5 on the teams, really. You know, but whatever. And so, that ends this storyline. Created by Sonic Team, presented by Sega, yada yada yada. Try another story, whoop-de-doo-de-doo! And now, we shall leave it off here. Goodbye!